Now, I will dwell a little bit on the understanding of gender. Humans used to believe that we have like two genders, you know, because we have two different types of genitals, male and female, and that's that. Now, science have now proven that there are more than 100 different genes deciding what kind of gender we are. More than 100. It's more than 100 they've found so far. So there are so many elements that are part of like building our experience of who we are. And gender is just a part of our individual expression. And as we are becoming more and more individual, because that's what's happening, as we unify, we're letting everyone be who they are. And it means that they can explore and figure out, who am I? How do I want to express? And that includes our understanding of gender. And it will be anything from 0 to 100 and in between and back and forth. And, you know, it's extremely flexible. But the thing is, this obsession with binary understanding of gender is, it's so primitive. It's very old. In fact, there are as many genders as there are people. We all have our own individual mix. So instead of looking at gender as like two different sexes, understand that our whole identity is unique to us. And we will be able to express that biologically as well. So when we, in the old paradigm, think of a future where we all kind of unify, when I say like one world, one people, people of the old paradigm will see it as some kind of like communist dictatorship. It's the opposite. Unity is diversity. It's the ability to truly understand that we're all unique, that we all need to express, and that we create space for each and every person to express him or her or itself. And just have fun with it, not take it seriously, because what matters is who we are, our journey, not the outer definitions, the boxes, the labels. That's instead of seeing the individual. And remember, in the old paradigm, that makes sense, because you can see someone, but you don't have the empathy to understand them. And when you can like sense someone, all you've got is what they look like. So, if they look like this, okay, they belong to that box. You cannot deal with complexity. But once you can sense someone through their physical appearance, and you connect with what's on the inside, you connect with their consciousness, their energy, their signature, you just see the physical expression as an extension of that. And you can deal with the infinite complexity of each individual. And you want to deal with that. And once you connect, you want to give that space and room, because you understand that that's why we're here, all of us. The purpose of existence is for each and every Atma, each signature of life, to unfold, become realized, and to become available to all life. So in the higher consciousness, we want to love forth the signature of each individual. And we welcome any expression, any exploration of the individual expression. And that is what will unify us. Understand also that in this type of context, religion has no place. Because religion is, number one, submission, but it also having all these rules of what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act, what to do when, and blah, blah, blah. And if you don't, you're a terrible person. God will judge you and you will end up somewhere, No. It all comes from fear. Back to survival. Survival means that you will have to judge. You will have to attack. You're not supposed to understand because everyone is a threat. If they're better suited to survive than you are, you better kill them. You better get rid of them. So we're not supposed to understand. We have to move beyond the level of survival to truly embrace who we are. So, religion, spiritual traditions, all good in the old paradigm because it gives rules and it assists the human ape in surviving and learning kind of the basics of interconnection and how to relate to life. But it's still, kid stuff. In the new paradigm, you don't need it. Because when you unfold your signature, and when that is the purpose of your journey, why would you submit? Why would you let anyone tell you what's wrong with you? Why would you let anyone judge you or threaten you or try to shape you into someone you're not and make you feel ashamed of who you are because you're different from other people? You wouldn't, because you're supposed to be different from other people. You're supposed to be different from every single other life form in the known universe and beyond. There's only one of you. Nature does not make duplicates because it's not necessary. You are unique. Your whole spiritual journey in all these life forms and universes are simply about you unfolding your true signature, your true essence, and letting that be a part of the vibration of life itself. Embrace your uniqueness. Never suppress it. Never try to fit in. Never try to belong. Belonging to the group, and that group consciousness, creating identity through the group, is because you're not connected to yourself, because you don't know who you are spiritually. The human ape has no spiritual consciousness, and that's why. And that's why also survival was important, because it had no identity beyond its body and its mind. So survival of the group and the body is important. What's happening now from an evolutionary standpoint is that humans, the human ape, has reached the level where consciousness has started to open. So instead of just being the human ape, it's now consciousness and ape. The consciousness being connected to what you are as Atma. knowing that you are something more than this, something beyond this. And from that eternal identity, you're going back and forth discussing shifting identity and perspective between the ape consciousness and your spiritual consciousness. At some point, humans will evolve to the point of being a consciousness-based life form. Humans are not there yet. This is the very start of it. But the point of this process is gradually to move into being a consciousness-based life form instead of biology. So when consciousness is starting to open and is connecting to what you are beyond this life form in this lifetime, you don't need group identity anymore. Because everything you need to know is already inside of you. So your journey changes from trying to fit in, trying to let a group dictate, and like being a good person and being rewarded for doing what the group wants you to do. Your journey will be about you, your unfoldment, your signature, your essence. And it's very different. In the new paradigm, most individuals who incarnate are already past this point. They do know that they are consciousness in an incarnation. But over time, this will be the platform for all humans.